Hexter, board member of Poweshiek CARES and Iowa Farmers Union.
Good afternoon. As Caitlin said, I'm Tommy Hexter, and I'm the beginning farmer member of the Iowa Farmers Union board. This afternoon, I'd like to take a few minutes to talk from a beginning farmer's perspective on the impacts of CAFOs. I grew up in Central Virginia on a small egg and vegetable farm, and I now run my own urban vegetable garden in Grinnell. The soil was a lot better here in Iowa. I myself am a young producer, and I work with many young producers selling their products through a local market called Grinnell Farm to Table. I'm also on the Soil and Water Conservation District in Poweshiek County. And so I'm around a lot of people focused on conservation and food production. And I think I want to share their perspective. To many, our current system of CAFOs and monoculture may seem like the perfect storm. It's developed here in Iowa for a reason. We can grow all of the necessary grains to raise more hogs and egg-laying chickens than anywhere else in the world. In reality, however, the current industrial farm system, which is supported by our state government and DNR, is a downpour that is eroding farmers' ability to choose to farm in the way that they want to. And as a young farmer, I can say with confidence that the thing that I value most is the choice in the direction of the way that I farm and the direction of the way the state will farm. Because if we have free choice, we will choose to do what aligns with our values. And that is where true fulfillment comes from. Who wants to do something that doesn't align with their values? I am here today to testify against CAFOs on the grounds that they have committed the crime of stripping farmers of their choice to uphold their values with their farming practices in our current food system. The first value is so big that it's in our state motto, and that is opportunity. We are called the Fields of Opportunity here in Iowa, and I know we're in Ames right now, but the University of Iowa has their slogan, America Needs Farmers. And Iowa is all about farming opportunity. That's why I'm here. On the surface, our state supports the idea of giving more and more farmers the opportunity to make a living on the land. However, that is not happening in practice. With the case of CAFOs, industrial ag corporations will claim that CAFOs help kids stay on the farm generation to generation by adding another source of income for the family. While this may be true for a select few who are already powerful and wealthy enough to own farmland, this is a handful of lucky individuals. And CAFOs are part of a system that is structurally built to have fewer farmers on more land. Since 1950, the number of farms has decreased from over 200,000 to under 100,000 in our state. The more CAFOs we put up, opportunities for farmers are disappearing. The second value that CAFOs contradict is environmental stewardship. The DNR here has a mission to conserve and enhance our natural resources to improve the quality of life in Iowa and ensure a legacy for future generations. They have a nutrient reduction strategy which aims to reduce our state's contribution of nitrates to rivers and waterways. It suggests putting down 150 pounds per acre of nitrogen. However, the state is currently averaging 190 pounds per acre of nitrogen on cropland. This is because we are the world's largest producer of manure. And the more manure we produce, the more nitrogen we're going to put down. The soil cannot hold all of that nitrogen. So while the DNR claims to value the nutrient reduction strategy, if they continue on with CAFOs, the amount of nitrogen is going to continue to increase. We can't have any more of that in our waterways. The third value that CAFOs contradict is rural community development. And as Joyce shared earlier, we're seeing that people do not want to live in rural communities where CAFOs are. I met a 26-year-old man in Grinnell named John McNulty who was genuinely ashamed that he put up a CAFO. He was ostracized from the community, and his choice let down family and community ties that were generations old. This is a sad state for young farmers to have to grow up in. In conclusion, I'll put it straight up. We are openly acting against our values of opportunity, environmentalism, and community in this state of Iowa. And when our government is acting against our values, that is the sign of an ailing society. It hurts to be a part of that society, and that is why we are here today to share how CAFOs go against our values and seek out change. Farming is a public service, and as I work to become a farmer to try and protect the land and feed people, I feel that I should have the dignity and the right to choose rather than being pigeonholed into one style of farming. As a member of the Iowa Farmers Union, which is a farmer-led policy organization, I cherish my ability to be able to have a voice in the choices that this state makes. And so I thank you for hearing my testimony.